Hello, it's Rachel D, and I wanted to talk about self care. More specifically, how we can use forgiveness as self care. So, a lot of times when people think about forgiveness, they have a few misconceptions about it, and I want to talk about that. So, when we're thinking about forgiveness, a lot of times we have this idea that forgiveness means what this other person did to you. Um, Somehow that means that it's not wrong, that it was nothing wrong with it. And so people are resistant to forgive because they're like, well, if I forgive them, then they might think that I'm okay with what they did. Another misconception about forgiveness is that if I forgive, that means that I have to open myself back up to this person, these people, that I have to give access to me in the same way or at the same level that I was previously. And the truth is, forgiveness is not that, right? Forgiveness does not mean that what the other person or the system did was right or that you're okay with it. It also does not mean that you put yourself back in harmful situations. Instead, forgiveness is more about you choosing you. And what I mean by that is you are deciding to release these people, that person. You are choosing to let it go, meaning you are no longer drinking the poison that bitterness, resentment, and unforgiveness is. So, when we're thinking about forgiveness, we're really saying that I am choosing to let go of the bitterness. I'm choosing or deciding to put me first. I am choosing and I am deciding that I no longer want to be controlled, ruled, or held bound or captive by this bitterness. And there is a saying that bitterness or unforgiveness is like drinking poison and expecting the person you're mad at to die. The reality is, as you're holding on to this bitterness, it is destroying your life. It is not allowing you to have peace. A lot of you all are up at night thinking about what was done, what you woulda, coulda, shoulda said or done, and it is robbing you of the peace, of the joy that you need to have a quality of life. So when we make the decision to forgive, it's you deciding that enough is enough. I'm going to take my power back and I'm going to choose to release this person and I'm going to stop drinking this poison and this bitterness. When you do that, that is you putting your emotional and your spiritual health and needs first. And that's what we're talking about when we are describing authentic self care. It's doing things like that. It's deciding that your peace is more important than holding on to a grudge because of what somebody did to you. It is you deciding that I am no longer going to live my life bound and captive to the past. Because the truth is, that person, those people, 1,000% of the time, they are not thinking, they probably have not remembered, they're not thinking about that. Yet it's you that is stuck in the trauma or in the past of what happened. So I want to encourage you today, let it go. Choose you. Choose your peace. Choose your wellness, your well being, and your health, and release them. I'm going to talk a little bit later on in another video about what that looks like, right? And how we do it. Because it is a choice that you have to make. And sometimes you may decide to forgive them, and feelings or things come back up. You're going to have to continuously decide, I am going to forgive this person and move forward. So choose you, take care of you, and in doing so, choose to forgive.